Hello and welcome to the instruction video of my budget tracking spreadsheet. So if you're watching this, it means you purchased my budget tracking spreadsheet. Thank you for supporting my small business. Now I'm here to help you navigate the spreadsheet. I know that it might look intimidating, but I promise it's a lot more user-friendly than what it looks. If you purchased a Google Sheets or a Microsoft Excel version, it's the same. I'm going to show you in Microsoft Excel, but there's no difference between this and Sheets. So when you open the spreadsheet, you'll see the instructions page, which I'm going to go through pretty much all these instructions. You'll see an annual dashboard tab and a tab for every month, along with a June net worth tab. So I'm going to just jump into January. So every month is the same. So I'll just jump into January. You'll see the layout of this. It looks like a lot, but again, it's not too bad. You'll see a section with monthly goals. I'm challenging you to make, 3 monthly goals. You'll see an income section where you put your budgeted and actual income. You'll see a spending section with your budgeted and actual spending. I will note that the spending categories are completely customizable. Edit these to fit your needs. Everybody spends money on different things. So edit these where you see fit. These are customizable to you. You'll see a section with commentary, just some, reading and a challenge question. And then you'll see a transactions tab, or transaction section, which is where you put your actual spending. Back over to the left of the page, you'll see tables with budget and actual. This just compares your budgeted income versus your budgeted spending, your actual income versus your actual spending. I will note that if you do try to edit some sections, you'll get a error message. The reason for this is I wanted to avoid user error in the sense of somebody accidentally overwriting a formula and then the spreadsheet does not work. But I understand that people want to customize this, whether it's the colors or the headings, or if they just want to add something at the bottom. I totally get that. To get around this, what you do is you right click on the tab, you click Unprotect Sheet, and that unprotects everything. So now you can overwrite things. So make your changes. I do recommend, just to avoid user error, to re-protect the tab. So to do this, you go back to the tab, you right click, and you click Protect Sheet, and then OK. Okay, so now let's get into how to actually fill this out. So the first, before the month begins, I make monthly goals. So let's say save $400, and my next, goal is to don't go over dining budget. We tend to eat out a lot, so let's make that a goal not to go over what we budgeted to spend. The next section is the income section. So this is where you put your budgeted income. So say you have your paycheck 1, spell this correctly. You budget it, it's going to be $1,000. Let's say you get another paycheck 2, it's another 1,000. Let's pretend you have a side gig and you think you'll make $500. You'll see that this section automatically updates with your budgeted income. Now we're going to go over to your budgeted expenses. So let's say your housing is your rent. Let's say it's $1,000. You're budgeting to spend $300 on groceries, $200 on dining out, and your gym membership is, let's say it's $80 a month. So you'll see that this table is updating again with your budgeted spending. So far, you're budgeting to make $2,500, you're budgeting to spend $1,580, and you have $920 left. We'll just leave it at that. You get the idea behind that. Now the month starts. Let's say you get your first paycheck and it is $1,000. Cool. Now you're going to go through and put in your spending. Oops. Let's say your first expense on the second of the month is your rent. And you have drop downs here to categorize your spending. We'll select housing, and let's say it's $1,000, like you budgeted. Let's say you have another expense. Let's say you go to Aldi and it's groceries. Let's say you spent $75 there. So far, you have actually spent $1,075. Well, now let's say your second paycheck hits. Put that in there, and you actually make $700 on your side gig versus $500 what you budgeted. You'll see that your budget, you actually made $2,700 and you have spent $1,000 and $1,075 and you have $1,625 remaining. Just put all of your transactions in this section as the month goes. I recommend doing it once a week. I do it every Monday. I get into a habit, to just continually update this and keep this as real time as possible. Now, as you fill this out, this will automatically feed the annual dashboard tab. So you'll see here, it has January, your income, your expenses, and then this graph automatically updates. This will update as the year goes, as you put in more data. I will note that these months are buttons to help you navigate the spreadsheet. So you can see down here that you have navigation. I will note that Google Sheets does not have this section, but obviously you can navigate it through these tabs. Okay, now I'm going to go to the net worth statement. So essentially your net worth is everything you own, which are your assets, minus everything you owe, which are your liabilities. So example of assets, let's say you own a home. Your house is worth $300,000. And let's say you have 401k and you have 100,000 in there. In your checking account, you have 50,000 in there. You put all of your assets, everything that you own in this column. And that comes to $450,000 right now. Now in this liabilities section is you put everything that you owe. So let's say you have a mortgage and it is 200,000. Let's say you have credit cards and you have 20,000 on there. You'll see that you owe $220,000. This makes your net worth $230,000. So I'm challenging you to do this once a year. Hopefully this number grows, throughout the years. That's the goal. So that's the gist of the spreadsheet. I will note that you do not need to buy this every year. You can recycle the same spreadsheet. You just make a copy of it. You blank out all the data that you put in, and yeah, you can just use it for the next year. No need to buy another one. Yeah, and so if you guys have any other questions, feel free to just shoot me a message through Etsy. I'm open to chat if you want to give me feedback on anything else you want to see, any other information, just let me know. I am open ears. I make this for you guys, and I just want to, meet your needs. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.